Welcome to another Tim's Brick Adventures. So I hope everyone is doing well today. We are fast approaching the end of school and the kiddies will be home and all that good stuff. So we are also fast approaching Brick Rodeo, which will be in Austin this year. It's our annual Texas event, and many of you know of it. So I thought it fitting. I've been searching for sets to put on my Bricklink store, used sets and different things, digging through stuff. And I found the very first large display that I did for Brick Fiesta 2016. Now, this was the very first time that I ever did my own display, and as they say, go big or go home. So I 2 weeks out, and I decided to do a half samurai display and a half Wild West, which the Wild West, I will add a picture because it no longer exists, because it kept growing and growing and became the giant monstrosity that you all get to see every once in a while. But I have never had the heart to tear this down or tear it apart. There are so many great elements. I spent most of the time working on this instead of the West. To be honest, at that time, I really didn't know that the Wild West was where I was going to kind of focus and really do so much. I loved the West, and I've been buying stuff. And so, like I said, I will include a photo or two so you can see the whole layout. Because I was, my very first event, I had done collaborative builds where we did and in Austin actually. So I'm kind of coming 2015. This will be kind of an anniversary, I guess. Bunch of the group, we did a carnival or an amusement park. And so I did the entryway, and then the next year for this very same brick. So I did a lot of work. I did not only these two builds, the Samurai and the West, but I also did, we did a robot space rodeo because it was Space Cowboys. And so I did a shopping area kind of thing for that. Now, of all the mocks I've done for anything, even the Lego store, back when I first joined, we actually did builds for the Lego store. And actually, I may do a little video on that because I still have it. It was Batman, and I'm very pleased with that. So that's kind of my thing. Even if they're huge builds, I just can't tear them apart. So with that, we're already into this quite a ways, and so I want to spend more time on showing you what I did. Now I will say the layout is pretty close to what it was originally, but all the figure placement and stuff like that is probably a little different, because I've included some new Monkey Kid figures and some different stuff, because I have actually displayed this 2 times since that Brick Fiesta. I took it to Brick Universe that year, 2016, and then we did up before the pandemic, we would go to the Texas Children's Hospital down in the Med Center and do a display. Started out once a year, and then last couple times twice a year, and that's one of the best, most fun things we do. And so I was able to take it down there, because this thing doesn't take long to set up. I mean, I spend more time putting the people than it does putting it together. So I'm going to quit jabbering, and we're going to flip the camera around, and I'm going to show you what I did back for 2016, and it'll be a little different. This is my other great love, the martial arts, the Orient, Samurai, all of that. Not quite as much as the cowboy stuff maybe, but in its own way, it has very much impacted my life. I studied martial arts a good portion of my life and all that good stuff. So this is a theme very near and dear to my heart, and eventually there was a ninja series in the 2000s that I am going to, I think I've got most everything. Some really cool temples and different things. So I'm going to dig those out and build them and do a review of them. Like I said, they're old stuff, but you can still pick them up and get a hold of them. So, you know, if you haven't seen them before, it might be something you're interested in, because they are very cool. So with that, let's flip the angle and I'll be right back. Well, and we're back. So this is the samurai half of my 2016 Brick Fiesta build. If I remember right, I called it East, West. And the Western one matched up this length and was about this wide. Now, I did focus on this a lot more than I did the Western build. And like I said, I may put a picture or two in the video just so you can see. But the focal point is the temple fortress that came from the Oriented Adventures line, and I will include the link. You have seen there's a video where I really talk about all the modifications and stuff I did for it. And then I also, this boat is from the same theme, and I'm eventually going to do a video on all of those sets, because I do believe I have almost all. There's maybe just one that I don't have the complete set. So with that, we'll talk a little bit about this. We've got the blue army attacking the red fortress, and as you can see, there was quite a bit going on. Now, this is not the exact way it was that first time, because I've added a few new figures that I will talk about a little bit. And the bamboo, I just was sitting there yesterday and came up with my creation of bamboo. So I'll do a little video on that, because it's kind of cool the way that turned out. Now, those bushes were in the original. Those yellow bushes, as you know, they came in a mixel set, and they are very expensive. I just got lucky and at the time was able to pick some up. And the red that you see at the bottom, I believe they were in, I don't want to lie, I need to look. I may do just a separate video about some of that stuff, some of those parts, because I'm sure y'all would like to know what they came out of, and how hard they are to get, and all that kind of thing. Something kind of cool, those trees with the wheels. Just so happened that year, me and Steve Jackson, and many of you know Mr. Jackson. He is the founder of Steve Jackson Games, and if you know that much, you know all about that, more probably than I do. But he and I and another of the train members went to Kansas City to a train show. And he is a master of creative trees. And so that was one of his creations. And at the time, I really loved it. And when I was looking at pictures to put everything back as best I could, I saw those trees. So, and it's just 1x rounds as the stock, and then those green tires. So very cool, very innovative, and so he gets all the credit for that. As you can see, it's just a different style LERP, and I think those came out of the Viking sets, but I'm not sure. Like I said, I should have done more homework, and I might do something different. I had gotten a bunch of these two different pieces, the black with the side clip, the black 1x2 with the side clip, and then the, I don't know how they categorize, kind of a hitch gray part. And so I thought that made a really cool top to the wall there. I did use, actually he came, the orange and green guy, he's a Ninjago from the Sky Pilots, I believe that particular run was. And he it wasn't in the initial time I displayed this, but I took it to Brick Universe in 2016 and was able to add him. This is a brand new. He comes out of the Monkey Kid set. Now the shield, I think, is from a Ninjago set. But I love these guys, and I was able to order them on Bricks and Pieces. There's a blue one, and then an orange one. So they are actually the secret weapon of the blue team, and then just a fun lady. Kind of a mixture of different parts. I think the head actually came from the new Monkey Kid. Just a lot of crazy things going on. Here's a warrior I created. That's one of the newer weapons that comes in Ninjago, but makes a great samurai helmet. We got some of you Ninja Turtle fans will recognize him. Shredder? No, I don't know. And there's the actual sensei, and then the bad guy. And we got the Rambo boat captain. Now the fence here came from the Rancor pit, part of the Jabba the Hutt palace thing. And I thought they were really kind of cool. Made a nice gate. And then we've got this tower here. Now, the interesting thing with this tower, that the base is actually Lego, because I've had that question. And I actually saw it at a Brick Universe. A gentleman had done a build where he utilized those as 4 corners to this really cool build that he did. And I have it on Flickr, so I will maybe put a link. You can go to Flickr and see that. And then my son came up with this. He was playing around. He was helping me a lot at this time. And he came up with putting that dragon head on the cannon. So then I mounted it and added so it'll swivel. And just built the tower kind of around all of that. I mean, nothing super spectacular, but I really love it, how it came out. And then as we go around, there's my little Buddhist shrine. Really happy with that. Now, I can't take credit for the little Buddha statue. I saw somebody do the legs like that. I did believe I had to paint a hairpiece, though, to get the bun hairpiece gold. And then that's a warrior hat and weapon. There was a company called JWK Bricks over in China, and he made a lot of custom samurai parts, uniforms and stuff. And so my Musashi Miyamoto, the greatest swordsman in Japan, he did the hairpiece and he did the vest. And so I was able to create him. He is actually a historical figure. So he's here, and like I said, he is the greatest swordsman, so he's training. And we got a guy you've seen in many of the martial art movies, doing that drill. And then we just got various things going on. As a thing, this is not really a Ninjago build, but I do have Zane and Jay, or Kai and Zane in here. And then this Forbidden Fortress came with these soldiers. I don't remember if they had the skeleton heads or not. I think they did. Or if I did something, I did. But I bought a lot of, at one point, the hats and the torsos were pretty reasonable. So I made me a little army of them, because I have big plans for all this at some point, doing something more. And that's the leader. I love these hair pieces. I use them for my Apache Indians, and they work great for samurai. Let's see. Just a lot kind of crammed in. I really spent a lot of time with this. This part of the temple is the training, and it's kind of a my nod to Enter the Dragon. If you've ever seen the Bruce Lee movie, he goes to a tournament on an island, and they have a party and a festival and this kind of stuff. There's all these little things, and there's Bruce Lee himself fighting, and a couple of sumo wrestlers, and we got a couple of elders drinking tea, and a guy practicing the sword. But a lot of these parts I got in bulk, so that's why it's the yellow. I thought it really made a nice color, and just had a lot of fun with this. A lot of opportunity to do some really cool custom stuff. You know, like I said, there's a video about this temple, and so I will put the link to that, and you can see more in depth. There's just a guy. This is from the Ninjago movie. That's a hairpiece from that, I believe. So there's a lot of really great stuff to do. Not only, and I maybe need to do a video for that too, for samurai and martial art type builds, and what custom parts and different things are available to do that kind of stuff. Because truth be told, that is a theme probably almost as near dear to my heart as the Western. But the Western is just something I've focused on more. Here is, if you ever seen the movie The Wall, there's the Matt Damon figure, I guess. I guess that's what I was going for. I just kind of threw him together. Sorry, the lighting in here. So, just having fun. He's a new figure. I don't think he was in the original display. He might have been in the, I think I've displayed this 3 times now. There was the original Brick Fiesta, and I took it to Brick Universe that year. And then we used to do a display at the Children's Hospital twice a year, and I think I was able to do that because this is pretty easy to set up. Not a lot of extra. I mean, you spend more time with the setting up and having fun with the figures than anything. There's some craziness, and like I said, there's another video particularly on that. And I guess that's about it. I thought it'd be kind of fun. This was, like I said, this was my first real big display. And so I thought I would share. And as time goes on, there may be more little mini videos come out of this. Like, for sure there'll be one on the bamboo. Because I was playing yesterday. I had bamboo in the original one, but nothing like this. Because these parts didn't exist at that time, these top parts. So I'll show you what I did with them and kind of give you some ideas. So with that, I thank y'all, and I really do appreciate it. We're getting some new subscribers and a lot of great comments from everybody. A lot of love for the channel and support for me, and I can't tell you all how much I appreciate it. So with that, we'll see you again soon. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. If you're not a subscriber, we're glad to have you. We'll see you later. Thank you.